Good morning, I'm Lynn and welcome to another day at Ewetopia Farms. It's supposed to rain again today, but right now it's just cloudy, so we gotta run those ewes over from the coveralls and into this barn because today we're supposed to be shearing. So we're up early to get things done, and hopefully Jacob will be here shortly. Before I step inside, we'll have a quick look at these boys. Hi, Glad. Hi, sweetheart. Hi, buddy. Why is that guy blocking you, Glad? They do know their names. See how he turned his head when I called him? Buddy, I can't wait for you, so I gotta go, because I don't want to be late in case we're shearing. Here's the two that were born yesterday. What we look for right now is to make sure that their heads are up, and both of them are looking heads up and alert. So we're gonna assume all is well in this pen today. Meanwhile, looks like we've got a rowdy crew in this pen. It's another cold day, and like I've mentioned before, the sheep seem to really enjoy the cooler temperatures. Us humans may not, but if you want to see the sheep frisky, it's usually when it's like this. So everyone's looking good back here. Hi, buddy. You look really nice. However, in the straggler group, everyone's eating except for her. She's standing in a corner, and she has a big udder. So maybe, and it looks like she's dropped. See that hollow in her spine there? Right in the middle. Right there. That's usually an indication that the lambs have dropped down and are getting prepared to be born. So maybe during shearing we're going to be lambing too. These guys are all set and ready to go. We've just got to bring the Suffolk ewes over onto this side to get this pen filled up, and then lay down all this plywood and stuff for Jacob before he gets here. So we're gonna have a lot of running around to do this morning. We just got a message from Jacob saying he'll be here just after 10. So that gives us a little time to weigh these two from yesterday.
Come on, we're gonna go shopping.
Put them in really gently. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off then.
No, it's okay.
Oh, buddy. He says, I don't like that. Maybe you should stick his little leg in.
Just gotta do a quick wave. I got so many hands, eh?
Poor little guy. It's like being in a little... Basically, it looks like it's going to go 17 pounds. There we go, 17.22.
It's the heaviest one.
Yeah, he's a big boy, though. You are a big boy. We knew you were the big one. You had a hard birth.
Oh.
Nice and gentle. There we go. There we go. You're lovely. Oh, that was indignity after you were having a nice nap. I'm thinking we shouldn't have got Arnie a scale. Oh, honey. You're a little papoose. 14.6.
That's pretty good too.
So
Well, these guys are solid, eh?
So you can see why we say that you're better off with 2 Suffolk lambs than 3 smaller lambs, because you're getting the same amount of weight probably as triplets in a smaller breed or a maternal breed, and you don't have to deal with the triplets.
So what was that? How much? 17?
17 and 14 basically.
So
That's 21, 31. And plus this one I think was 17.2 and this one was 14.6, wasn't it? So it's like 32 pounds of lambs.
18, 19, 20. So it was 20, yeah. So, I mean, that's a lot of meat. Well, I'm not going to use the word meat. That's a lot of lamb. You have to wonder if triplets need that much weight.
Okay, we've done this routine before. We're gonna grab all our ewes, hi sweetheart, and bring them over to the main barn for shearing. And hopefully they all come out with me. Come on, honey, why are you down there? Come on. Get up, honey. Get up. That way.
Come on, go.
No, they gotta go slow. They're doing a good job. Before they go over, they want to do ring around the rosies, because that's a fun thing to do. Come on, you guys. Oh, they're such good girls, the Suffolks. You gotta love them. They're pros. Look at that, in all by themselves. You wouldn't believe how hard it is to move sheep some days. But this group of Suffolks has moved great for us every time. Stay here, Katie. Good, you did a good job. An excellent job. Now they got to funnel through a little gateway now, so you don't want to pressure them because you don't want anyone getting injured. Good girls. You're fabulous. You guys are just greedy, you two. There they are. They say, didn't we do this last week? So we got these cute little fuzzy faces on this side. They're going to get sheared first. And then we're going to do the Suffolks. Okay, Jacob is here now. And we have a special viewer in the UK, Shepherd Ewan, who watches us regularly, and he really likes his sheep, and he has sheep at home that he cuddles regularly, and he wanted to see Big Betty and Angel get shorn, and sure enough, like we didn't plan it that way, Big Betty was first in the chute here. She's our 10-year-old Suffolk girl that's going to retire this year, and she's going to stay and be our mascot. And Angel is going to be staying here too. She's not going to Matthew because she's a keeper and a pet, that's why. Angel, why are you doing that? She's 10 years old. She's retired this year. And staying here, that is. Not retired and going somewhere else. Angel? Angel, why are you doing that? So there's poor old Big Betty done. And Angel, I don't know why she's fussing, but she's next. Here's Angel. This is Angel.
Oh, is it?
With the dot on her ear.
And is she sold? Somebody sold?
No.
Okay.
Angel's the one cross that Matthew's not taking. So Angel and Big Betty are both Texel crosses.
You never share with your sister? No, I don't. Or I sometimes do. Well, she'd be okay in the tent, didn't she? Sorry? She'd be okay in the tent if you had too many sheep that day. Yes.
Looks like Angel has a nice place. Oh, Angel, the other way. Angel, go with Big Betty. Go on. There you go. Okay. So, hopefully he's happy to see our two big pets here.
You went down like the van.
So, for those of you who missed the last shearing video, we have Jacob Heffernan. He's our shearer. He's really good, really fast, and hardly ever nicks the sheep. And he's gentle with them. And this is how we have them set up. We have one sheep that sits in a little catch area at the front of the chute. And she kind of lures all the rest of them down the chute here. So the one behind her is going to be the next one to be sheared, and there's a little door there where Jacob will pull the ewe out. And then once she's out, we'll lift the guillotine here, and the next sheep will come in. And at the very back in there, in the crowding tub, we have the next ewes in line that will be coming down the chute to be sheared. And then we have just the catch area where once the crowding chute is empty, we'll refill it with these girls here. The sheep we're shearing right now are Dorsets and Dorset crosses. They all have a heavy Dorset influence though. So he just dragged her out of the catch area, and then Arnie puts that lever back to hold the door shut, lifts the guillotine, so she'll go through and she'll be the next to be done. And then at the very back, there's a sliding gate, and the next one walks in. And if all goes well, when you lift the guillotine and when you open the sliding gate, they walk in on their own. But occasionally, you have to push somebody through. This is what the crowding chute looks like. It has a big gate at the front here, which when we open it up, it will be used to scoop up this group when they come in here. And these guys are all waiting. This is the sliding gate here. Has a handle that you just pull and it opens. This is the rope for the guillotine. You just pull it up and the sheep goes through. And if you're set up well, shearing goes pretty slick and goes pretty fast. You don't want to be running and catching your sheep, and you definitely don't want the shearer to be doing that, because if he has to be getting exhausted trying to catch your sheep, chances are you won't be getting them back again next time. And what Jacob just did there, he has a little counter here. So every sheep that goes through, he'll press that so we know exactly how many sheep are getting done. Now he pulled that one out, so we're going to pull this up. See, she went through. The other one moved up because they follow. Sheep are followers. Now this one's a little reluctant about going in. She sees the space, but she's thinking it's a trap. And when that happens, if I go up to her right now and try to push her through, what she'll do is she'll back up and get everyone scared. So we're going to hope that she moves up on her own. Otherwise, we have to go over and give her a little nudge. We're still in cold temperatures, so it's a great day for Jacob shearing because he won't overheat. The sheep are going to be a little cool today, but in, I think, 3 days, we're going to be back to normal temperatures again. So it's just short term. So ideally, when he goes in there, he wants her to flip her right over onto her bum, drag her into position, and off they go. So Arnie's gonna shut that door again. I'm gonna let this one through, and hopefully this one sees a big opening and goes down, but now she's like, I don't know about that. So I'm gonna go around the other side and try push her through. I have a man door set up here so I can walk into this group of sheep. And I'll try quietly to push someone forward. There you go. One. Come on. There we go. Come on, all the way. All the way. Get your bum in there. There we go. If you can just kind of get them to move without touching them and chasing them, just by putting pressure on their eyesight so that they can see you there, so that they want to maybe move away from you, that's ideal, because then they'll move on their own, and the others that are waiting will see that it went smoothly and are much more likely to follow through into the chute next time on their own. But if you have to push and shove one through, this group waiting will see that, and probably they'll all be afraid to go down there because they saw the one afraid. So now they're all going to be afraid. So you want things when you're working with sheep and moving sheep to be as quiet and smooth as possible, because the sheep take their cues from the other sheep. That's why that lure sheep is at the front, because she's standing there really quietly, and the sheep see that, and they think, oh, she's up there quiet, we can go up there too. And as always, Katie sits in the feeder to watch and supervise over everything that's going on. She's making sure no sheep gets any wild ideas to hop into the feeder over to the other side. Once the white girls are done, we'll be heading on to those Suffolks that we brought across the yard. The white sheep will be staying in this barn because tomorrow we're probably going to be sorting them, because Matthew's buying a group of these. So we're going to see which are purebreds and which are grades, and he's going to be buying the grades. But the Suffolks, when they're finished, they're going to go back to the coverall right away. Dorsets or Ritos?
Dorsets. But I love it for the lambs, eh? When the lambs are born, they're right up. Yep. And Suffolk lambs, you got a wonder thing. Yep.
Oh, Jacob said that the Dorsets are the hardest to shear, and I've talked to a lot of shearers, and they all say the same thing. They want to kick and stuff, so the shearers have to be really careful that those hooves don't slice their face open.
We have 50 Dorsets, pure Dorset lambs this year, and we don't have to let them go.
So as the fleece comes off, Arnie sticks the fleece into the wool bags back there. When the bag gets really full, he has a little step ladder to go in and pack it down. We want to try to get as many fleeces in a bag as we can. And these bags are going to weigh almost 300 pounds when we seal them up. And usually I think we get about 25 fleeces in there. Most people fold up the fleeces, but we find with a broom, and if you just pull it towards you, it all rolls up on its own. So it's a lot quicker. And then every now and then the blades get dull, so he has to stop and put on some new blades or oil them up. Got a cross here. This is Chinny's mom. So she would be a Suffolk Dorset cross. You look very pretty now, sweetheart. I thought Arnie wanted to keep the spotty faced one there, but we'll see what he says. So Arnie, when they're full, he has a little special plier with staples on them, and he has to seal them together. This is the little wool bag holder that he made. one bag we have all the scraps. There, that would be leg wool, the woolly tufts on their heads, belly wool, and then the good fleeces get put into here. So this is why you want your sheep to be in good condition when they have their lambs, because this is the group that we just weaned with January lambs. And if this is what my sheep look like all the time, you'd think, oh my God, you're starving your sheep to death. Because you can see they're pretty well skin and bones. With their wool on, they look nice and flush and in good condition. But once that wool comes off, you see the bones? It's obviously not because we're not feeding them, but if you're nursing lambs, 1, 2, even 3 sometimes, this is what happens. All your flesh comes off because they are putting all that into their lambs. And then to dry them off, the last month we take them off grain too, and the lambs are sucking off them. So they're losing condition very quickly. So right now they're looking pretty sad looking. But if you're buying sheep, you want to buy sheep when they're sheared off like this, because then you can really see them. If they've just had lambs like this, you've got to understand that all sheep lose condition when they have lambs. When you shear a sheep off, they get cooler. And remember how I talked to you about how lambs in cooler weather eat more? Well, same thing goes for these ewes. Now that they're sheared off, they're going to feel cooler, and that's going to encourage them to eat more, and that will get their condition back on them much quicker than if we had left them throughout the summer and say didn't shear them until July or something. Then they would be hot and they wouldn't be eating as much, and they will be much slower to put their condition on. So I just wanted to show you how they look like. This is my nightmare. Skinny sheep is like a nightmare for me. But we'll look at them again in a month and see what a difference it makes. So I've just rounded up the last of the white group and got them into the loading tub here. And the chute is loaded for Jacob. And Arnie and Jacob are going to finish off these few white ones. And then we'll be on to the Suffolks. And while they're finishing off the white ones, I'm going to head in and get lunch started for everybody. So right now we're into the Suffolk group. We got some first timers coming up. They'll be bred in the fall for the first time. When you scan them like that, you can see they're a pretty consistent group, pretty consistent in size here, which is how we ideally want the flock to be. Consistency is good for all kinds of things. It makes judging the sheep very easy because you can compare them to each other. But sending them to market, they want them like that too. And it just looks aesthetically more pleasing when everybody is exactly the same as far as conformation goes. So, shearing okay?
Yeah.
I guess the Dorsets had a bit of a sticky fleece on them, but apparently the Suffolks are shearing a lot better. And when you get a Suffolk on her bum like that, they tend to be a lot more quiet too. So the shearers like that about the Suffolks, and they don't have any wool on their head or their legs, so that makes it a little easier too. And because they have a big body frame, they can take big long sweeps with their clippers, which is also a lot easier for the shearer as well. And coming up next, we got Tammy. Tammy's the wild one. We'll see how she is with shearing. This will be her first time getting sheared. Hi, girlies. Well, this is Tammy getting sheared now. She's actually behaving really well. She is a fan favorite. She's the one that was trying to attack you the other day. This sheep has got personality. That's a lot of fleece off a little sheep. Okay, so here I am back with the Suffolks, loading them into the chute again.
You gotta realize this Suffolk will give you two real heavy lambs, eh? So I mean, Dorset will have to give you an extra lamb just to catch up. And then you can take the rest of the year, like you work 4 or 5 months at the Suffolk, get that nice lamb out of them. That's right. You can take the rest of the year off.
We got the peanut gallery behind the gate watching the sheep.
I'm busy, eh? All during the summer.
They're making sure no one escapes.
You get enough feed in for the winter, eh? That's easy. I really just don't get it. You have to.
So the Suffolks aren't loading nearly as well. The Suffolks don't want to load like the Dorsets did. We got a pen of first timers, which makes it more difficult. And the Suffolks are much heavier. One in, 2 in, and yet the thing is you have to get the other one in before this one backs up. Once the older girls come in, they should be easier to load, but these guys are not so easy. But unfortunately, these first-timers freaking out like this, like I said with the other group, if they're all quiet, then they copy each other. But these guys, they see all the kerfuffle going on, so chances are they're going to cause trouble too. So hopefully in this, like, see, we got another first-timer, but the rest should be okay. And should move through a little easier, but when they don't want to see, this one won't move up. She's arched back as far as she can go. She's panicking, but she just hasn't been through this. The ones who've done it a million times, they don't care at all. So we'll try to get her up once this one ahead goes out. 2 older ones. When we open, we got the one the first time we're ready to go next. But these 2 who are experienced ewes, they just walked right in. So it's all about learning the routine. Here's the peanut gallery.
I think if I was younger, I'd have 1,000 sheep. You would? Yeah, yeah.
See, to get him out, he turns their head backwards. When he does that, that makes them flip over onto their bum. And then he can get right to shearing them, and there's no struggling. The boys who are outside just chilling like that, they're supposed to be sheared May 22nd. But they've got the easy life. I thought they might like it if they had a fleece to lie on. Hi, she's our lure for the Suffolks. And you're just a friendly one. Hi. You're really nice. You're gonna get a haircut soon. Hi. Oh, you're a sweetheart. Yes, you are. You're a sweetheart. Pretty sure that's Hunchy. All waiting for their turns. So for our regular followers, in the chute right now we have Hunchy. And a lot of people will remember Hunchy as a lamb because she got an infection in her tail head. And we actually didn't think she was going to make it for a while. And she ended up having a fantastic personality and getting better. And she got into our keeper pen. And she's going to have a shearing very shortly now. Only a few more left. The Suffolks, even though they're bigger, their wool isn't sticky at all and they don't struggle as much. So the Suffolks are going actually faster than the Dorsets did. And we've got the neighbors just dropped in to see what shearing's like. They just moved in, and that's Leanne back there who brings me food over. She's like my little guardian angel. When we're busy, she just drops food off. So that's kind of awesome. Okay, we got them all done. These white girls, like I said, are going to stay in this barn for a little while, but these Suffolks are going to go back to the coverall. Come on, girls, away from the hay. Katie. Ben? They all know the way. So here they all are back in the coverall. You can see the first timers, and this is Tammy here. They all look in good shape, and the skinny ones are all the ones that had lambs. So they've got to get their condition back over the summer so that we can rebreed them in the fall. Well, I hope you all enjoyed shearing day at Ewetopia Farms. Put a lot of effort into this video and it was quite long, so I hope you stuck with it, and I also hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please be sure to give us a like. I really appreciate that. And in the meantime, I didn't get the votes counted for the draw for the boots, So I'm going to do that tomorrow on tomorrow's video and announce who the winner was. So be sure to watch tomorrow. And in the meantime, we'll see you next time. Bye for now.